My name is Lecturer Kilaji, Bishop Kenya, Michael Otome, speaking in Nairobi National Government, Mpakasi East Constituency, Mpakasi Village Ward called Miango. I'm going to share with you the Word of God today in relation to religious political philosophy context. And our topic today is about prayer, posture of prayer. What we mean by posture of prayer is actually the way you tune yourself in your prayer session time. And we're going to read this book called Daniel, chapter 6, verse 10, without wasting time. Why did the prophet Setman, bishop in that case, or prophet Daniel of Israel, first Jerusalem during his prayer session? Kwa nini huyu mtu anaitwa Danieli akiwa nchi ya Iraq ambayo ni nchi ya Arabuni anaangalia kule kwao mahali alitolewa, kwa sababu alikuwa ni kama mtumwa katika nchi hiyo, akiomba Mungu sana sana wakati alikuwa ametubwa katika tundu la simba, when he was actually thrown to the den of lion, man-eater's lion of Iraq. Why did this prophet of God first Jerusalem that time? We want to read Daniel chapter 6 verse 10, and it is stated like this. Now when Daniel learned that the decree had been published, he went home to his upstairs. Seemed to be this man was living actually in a room where the windows opened toward Jerusalem. 3 times a day he got down on his knees and prayed, giving thanks to his God just as he had done before. In times of crisis, the posture of prayer matters. Some people pray when they are kneeling down. Some of them are praying when they stand. Some are when they are lying down. You know, any position, any posture of of your life, God can hear you. But particularly to the Israelite human beings, it is their custom. All right, the people of God called Israelite. They are actually they used to face Jerusalem during their prayer session time. So it seemed to be that is their custom. So the reason why this man of God, faced Jerusalem when he was in another direction and very far from, Israelite nation, he was in Iraq by then. It was actually the custom of Israelite, wherever they are, up to today, worldwide, they used to face Jerusalem, the city of God. All right? Which is, of course, on several occasions has been destroyed by the enemies, but they have never, diminished completely or destroyed Israelite and that city of God. So the site of Jerusalem matters a lot because even the temple of God, or King Solomon temple, is also there. Also the sons of Abraham, because I've learned theology, they are all fighting on that kind of site. Ishmael, which we call it Palestinian nowadays, or Hamas, the son of Abraham, from Ishmael, Hagar, wife of second wife of Abraham, and also Sarah, Isaac, from Israelite kind of a background. Then in that case, because they have been actually step brothers, Ishmael and also Isaac, they have been actually, all of them are now still fighting on that kind of a site. Even Abraham was buried there. So that's why in the Middle East we have such kind of conflict going on all over the world. And that's why we ourselves priests, some of us have taken even studies of Islamic studies, like myself. I was trained at Columbia International University, all right, as one of the priests also to know about Islam. This is actually the study guide. It is here, all right. I've taken 3 years studying degree in this kind of a university, and these are some of the books we are reading, among many other commentaries. like the Muslim and Christian dialogue by Bandru D. Katerega and David W. Schenck. We are reading this kind of books about the dialogue between these two people called Christians and also Muslims. All right, and these are some of the also other books we are reading. This one from Columbia International University. It is actually George W. Broswell Jr. It is talking about this prophet of God, which is Muhammad, peace be upon him, peoples of Islam, politics about Islam, about these people, and power and the strength of these human beings. So they are found everywhere. All right, they are found in all nations nowadays. So you can learn about them and different types of their mosques and shrines, and also their ways of Ummah communities of religious leaders of theirs, and God, which is one in Quran chapter 112. All right, you will read all this kind and the population of these human beings all over the world. So you will read their history, all right, their beliefs, you read their social lives and also their families, the way and their contemporary kind of livelihood issues, as well as the war and peace. They call it jihad war. You have to kill those people who are killing you. And likewise, even the Bible. All right, jihad is actually protection. You protect yourself. In Nehemiah 4:9, we need to post guard and protect ourselves in the Holy Bible, and likewise the Quran. So that is actually what you ought to know, that Kenya is also now under kind of a storm because of bad governance and bad government in that case, which is now human beings are resisting, including us, some of our priests. Some of priests like me now, myself, I'm in forefront, supporting the youth and adults who are wise and courageous, and also elite class human beings who are professors, some of them with degrees, and they are not employed because this government of Ruto does not want employed, elite class human beings. That's what we have discovered from all, sectors, professions, be it spiritual leaders, be it education, be it military, be it, you call them educationists, lawyers, everybody, they all sectors. They don't want to, this government don't want to employ people who are, elite class. Wanaandika wajinga. And that's why now the country is actually flopping, Yeah, they are not actually giving us the right kind of direction because they are all foolish human beings. Ruto peke yake anasema ako na degree na hata hakuna degree yako naye, alikuwa anafanywa tu University of Nairobi is the most useless university in Kenya. Yeah, they are just used by politicians, the students. They are parroting. Wanachukua tu kama an educationist anachukua the essence of another student. Na kucopy, photocopying, others people, papers, and they just give to the lecturers. Correct? In Nairobi University, I should say so. If you get a hydrology person ya maji, unaambia mtu atengenezea mtu maji, ajui. Okay? Unaambia mtu education, ajui, because they are used by politicians. Nairobi University. Go to other places, like even Maseno, like even other Eldoret, sub-colony campus, which are very far from the town, from politicians. Nairobi University. And even Dr. Ruto is from Nairobi University. Correct? Nairobi University people are just duplicating papers. He's an agriculturalist, but if you ask him anything, he doesn't know. He only knows how to keep, poultry, chickens, our president. All right? Nothing more. Nothing more. All right? And he's having a PhD. Nairobi University. Get me right today. All right? I was trained at the Kapsawa College for many years, 4 years. And also, Vision International University, Ramona, California, here in Kenya. Okay? An affiliate campus of the United States of America. And also Columbia International University. We have to complete what the lecturers want for us to even to graduate as priest for 10 years. All right? If you are late for 2 weeks, that is 10 days, you will be referred back again for the same term. All right? And if you don't pass exams, you will be chased. And likewise, even in high schools, where we attended education and other, in primary schools, you cannot actually be continuing in the same class if you are failure. You have to repeat. Nairobi University If you hear anybody with PhDs, know that this person is just forging papers. When I duplicate two papers, they are not educated, and they are so foolish. That's why now they are messing up in the government. Most of our politicians are from University of Nairobi. They are being favored by the government to rig elections. Correct? Because they are fools. Sure. So that's why I wrote actually to the president in June, actually, on June 2023, I wrote to him about peace book. You know, I am a Nilotic Kamatusa tribes, early Kalenjin, Maasai, Turkana, and Samburu tribes and Luo tribe, chairman since 1992 multi-party politics up to now 2024. And I know the impact of war. And so I wrote actually about the tribal ethnicity conflict management and reconciliation peace initiative handbook because I know this president is weak. Together with Rigathi Gachagua, was defeated even as a DO1, to distribute relief food to, Samburus of Laikipia, 1984. Okay, he was a son of, the people believe that is a biological son of Moi, so he was sacked even by Moi, and he gave him another lower job. The deputy president of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua, was unable to rule a division, but now he's a deputy president. It's next to impossible. The president is just a poultry keeper, chickens, in Squai. I used to go and eat the food at his own mother house when I was a student at Kapsa College. I was taken by Dr. Biwot, my lecturer, on several occasions to go and, take food even there at his own, the president, Ruto's mother's home at Sugoi. He told me to pray for him to be an MP in 1997, and he got it. And up to today, I have never taken a cup of tea from him. So what I want to say, and he's now vice president and also president for so many years, since my prayer. All right, time. And even our accountant, Mr. Kimeto, is married to Rachel, sister. The sister of Rachel, Nas, is married to our accountant of the college, Mr. Kimeto, David Kimeto from Sugoi. All right. So I know the place, Sugoi, very well. He used to take me there also himself. And the wife of our accountant is sister to Rachel Shabbat Ruto. They are lawyers, yes. So what do I want to say? I wrote the president about peace book and conflict management and reconciliation handbook. And I gave him during the time he took over. I gave him 2022-23. You can see it here. He has received it. All right? I took the RMP Annex on 5th July 2023. It is here. All right? That is why he has actually tried this much, but is now defeated. I told him about peace. This book is talking about the purpose of this book is actually security system within the Nilotic people and also Kenyans, 49 tribes. Kenya, how to maintain peace in Kenya and other nations, and also how we can, reconcile in a motivation of a spirit of love and unity, and what is the function of, our missions in security matters. All right, I have written this book to him. Okay, simply because I know he doesn't know much about peace, which is actually psychological kind of peace. One element, which is the comfort of peace we need, all of us, within ourselves. Relational peace also among humanity, other tribes and races. And third, spiritual peace between you and God and human beings. And many other topics. All right? Simply because I knew this president does not know about how to lead us, together with the vice president. So what I want to say here, I'm looking forward to be Kenya president, and I am, surely. Because there's a power vacuum now since June 25th, 2024. Last month, on Tuesday 25th, our elite class professionals from all sectors, from 49 tribes, from 47 county government or federal state in the independent, with their 290 constituencies and 1,451 assembly members of parliament, MCS, areas, all elite class from all sectors, wale watu ambao wako na madegree madegrees na wako na kazi, they came to Kenya. a national government called Nairobi. The head of Kenya, and which is actually, you cannot see a person walking without a head. Likewise to Kenya, this is the national government, the seat of government called Nairobi. So this is where the president is, office is, executive office of president, at annex office, Arambe, and also State House, is based in Nairobi. So they came and banned it. They have banned actually the Parliament of Kenya. They took the mass arm of government seal. There's no more government in Kenya called government mass or arm of government, the national parliament session. Where Tangula, you'll never see him in parliament. He is toppled completely. And the president, executive officer also of the governor of Nairobi was banned. All right, to ashes, Governor Sagaja. And also national parliament, Senate parliament was banned. And Supreme Court was banned on the same day, on Tuesday, 25th June 2024, by the youth. And nearly even to ban State House and also executive of the president at Annex, Central Business District. But the president was not there. All right. So, and we have lost so many youths, about over 50 people, and 1,000 are injured in hospitals who have sacrificed their lives because they cannot actually be confined like poultry chickens of Ruto, President Ruto kind of behaviors to die in their houses. I have also encouraged them to do the same. And I am online also directing them. As also a president of Kenya Republic, United States of Kenya Republic. Now, a priest, Bishop Kenya Michael Olteme, I believe strongly that I've dethroned the president together with those youth and adults that day. That's why now he has sacked. He's now clearing his government for us to take over. All right? Anytime, together with my vice president, is with me here today in this house. His Excellency, retired Kenya Army Brigadier, His Excellency Gugubo, Jeremiah Gugubo from Bungoma. He's a best man, brave, Bukuzuluya tribe, warrior. And he's actually here with me for so many months. Correct? So we have also Prime Minister in our government called Honorable, Kalonzo Musyoka. He has not objected that over for months now. He's also going to help us as the third person in our government administration. We have also highlighted the government there online. It is there. We don't go and look for people. It is already there. Our ministers, members of our ministers, about 22 ministries, and also assistant ministers, members of parliament, all of them with the bandera, with the flags. They will be representing us in the government, national parliament, like Moi government, because I was Moi pastor, 2000 and the following years too, for some years. So I know my government is like him, that government of Kanu, but to my liberation party under the umbrella also of Asimio coalition, ODM, and Wiper, and also Jubilee and others. We are in that coalition, but our house is called Tumaini Liberation Movement Party. So we have also our wives, second wife, first ladies of our powerful vice president, and also powerful prime minister I have mentioned, and also my first lady, a near future wife, which is none other than Winnie Mkarela Molo Odinga. Honorable Winnie Mkarela Molo Odinga is East Africa legislative member of parliament, representing Kenya among 12 countries in Africa, East Africa community, countries. So what we want to say here, remember that we are having a government which is in place now, and we are just waiting to be sworn in by Chief of Kenya Republic, Chief Kome, okay, Chief Justice Honorable Kome, Kiragu Kome, Mata Kome, Kiragu. Kome to take for us to take an office from the executive of the president anytime, because the president now is defeated to rule us completely. He's not providing us with social welfare and other, there are so many other lacking social ills, which we are supposed to have it, and the government now is in shit because now there's no money to run the government. It is now the stock market has started crashing down all over 47 county government, 290 councils, and 1,450 assemblies. The president now is actually stretching his own, governance, removing them, but he's still saying there's no money, even for the few remaining. All right? And they are not paid. and the debt now has reached even the limits, okay, unbearable limits that it is unable to offset it anymore. And America and IMF, International Monetary Funds and other organizations which are supposed to fund countries have refused to fund Kenya because of bad governance. So what I want to say, I just want to tell the youth and also adults, and to continue with the protest until the president flee out of the country if he will not resign. All right, we are with you surely. All right, all right. Even I being the president and my vice president and also other leaders, also prime minister and all leaders in our government, they are all seeing that the government is unable to run itself. So it is illegitimate government. It's not supposed to be there. The wife of President Ruto is also with us as a Minister of Agriculture and Livestock Development in our government. All right, he's not objecting. All right, he's also seeing that her husband is so weak to lead us with no money and also no participatory kind of leadership. So we need to know who is your friend. Read Proverbs 17, verse 17. About a friend, which is a person who is supposed to help you under all circumstances, in bad and good times. Remember also to avoid working with bad people. In Psalms 1:1, not to work with them, not to stand with them, not to sit with them, particularly mockers who are doing no work, okay, except gossiping others and doing zero work in their leadership is not supposed to be followed. And also remember, you cannot work with a person who is not with you. In Amos chapter 3, verse 3, you have to be able to read in the same script in the Bible for the government to go on. I know now my vice president, Honorable Jeremiah Nick Kukubo, is called Nick Kukubo Jeremiah. He's a self man. And Kenya retired Army Brigadier. He's a big boss in Army. And he was on ballot paper 2007. He was nearly even to unseat that president, the late Honorable, Mwai Kibaki. So he was working. He has been working with me for so many years now. I was deputizing last 22 elections, and now he has told me now to go forward to be president, and he will be now my vice president. So we are working because we are, I'm a priest, and also saved man is also a priest in nature, and my wife is also first lady is also saved. Is an Anglican, church goer family of Supreme People's Power President, His Excellency Dr. Sir Engineer Raila Amolo Odinga. They accept the family, all right, including Dr. First Lady Raila Amolo Odinga. So my in-laws, so they accept the family. So we can read in the same script. We don't want also to go in the way of not knowing that God is owning everything. We are basing our lives in God. To know that God is the one who is our creator in our way of leadership. In Psalms chapter 24, verse 1, everything belongs to God. And also Proverbs 20, verse 7, all authority is rooted in leadership in the hands of God. We are all under the supreme power of God, leadership. So we need not to harm others. If you happen to be one of the human beings bestowed that kind of favor, to be a leader, be it president or in other leadership position, or even family affairs, because every father and mother, they are also leaders. The father is like a president, and the mother of the children is also a vice president. So we need to take care and use our leadership kind of abilities without abuse of power. When God give you that kind of authority. So read about incoming government. It is there stipulated in in our manifesto. It is online. All right. All our autobiography studies is there. You will know our families affairs. You will know our education background. Our experiences and skills in leadership. You will get it in Facebook, YouTube, Instagrams, Twitters, and YouTube. Now I'm using this blog God has given us. All right, so remember today to pray for the country. And I just want to advise the president strongly, outgoing president, Honorable Dr. William Samuel Ruto, not to cling to keep on clinging on the throne, but to leave the throne for us, because he has also testified, together with his deputy president, that they don't have money to run the country. And the other nations now are not willing, and organizations worldwide are not giving, are not willing to give Kenyan any other money for to run the government, because the debt now has reached the limits. So we need an interim government, because we will not stay long ourselves. We just want an interim government as we look forward for an election, probably, because now if we are to go in that kind of amount of interim government, I know America, Israel will give us money, and also other nations, and Britain, which is our parents, they will give us money. We have been ruling us 1920 up to 1963 to run the country until we became stable. And we are also, I'm also asking United Nations to give us dollars, to use dollars, monetary fund, to boost our economy for the time being, because we cannot offset the current kind of debt now, which were brought by this corrupt leadership of our four presidents, 54, five presidents, but I am now going to change it, being the sixth president of Kenya. So that's my word today, and let us actually think wisely and think big to make sure that we will not, cease our protest to demand our Bill of Rights until the president step down or flee from the country. That is none other than Honorable Dr. Ruto and his, ruthless kind of rotten government leadership. They are supposed to leave the country for us to rule, okay, without any question and without any, compiling kind of, force, like a continuous protest of people losing their lives, untold property of people destroyed, people are made homeless all over the country, and all measurement of crimes are there, major crimes, petty crimes, and also minor, crimes are there. We have witnessed. We have lost so many human beings. This short time now, this president has also ruled us. 2022 up to now, it's about 15 months. So it's a bad kind of leadership. So may God bless you, human being living in Kenya and beyond, and let us, think big and resist bad government until the president step down or flee from the country. Dr. William Samarito. That's my word.